What we found in this house is almost unbelievable. We are on a mission to document all the abandoned houses on a remote island off the coast of Japan, Hachijōjima. This journey took us all around the island, checking every overgrown driveway we came across, one by one. This is a place with only 7,000 inhabitants today, and over the years, the population has steadily declined. Many families left, and their homes were simply forgotten. At first, this one didn't seem like much, small, modest, and barely visible behind the trees. But once we stepped inside, the whole story opened up. It had belonged to an elderly Japanese couple who spent their entire lives here. Their belongings were still neatly in place, letters, photographs, and decades of memories frozen in time. And like in many Japanese homes, their accomplishments were proudly displayed in the living room. That's when we noticed the Firefighter Awards, and suddenly something clicked. The man who lived here had worked in the same fire brigade as the owner of the last house we explored, same island, same department, possibly even the same generation. The deeper we looked, the more the house came to life. From the dozens of awards on the walls to the personal snapshots still pinned to the fridge. Join us in our last episode as we explore Japan's forgotten Hawaii, Hachijōjima Island.
A little while ago we had Lana on the channel and she tested out the Foreo FAQ 202 and she absolutely loved it. And Foreo reached out to us again to sponsor another episode. So this time I got Megan with me and I'm gonna give you this product and I want you to test it for a few weeks.
Well, thanks. I'm really excited to use it and I will let you know.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what you think about it.
Me too.
See you in a few weeks. Bye.
See you.
Hey Megan, how are you?
Hey Les.
Nice
I'm
to see
good.
you again.
Same. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a few weeks now.
Yeah.
I'm quite curious, like, how did you use it?
Yeah, so I was very happy to use it. I daily use it, every night actually. Well, first I clean my skin and then after cleaning it, I applied it. I used the app. You recommend it as well. Yeah, it was very easy to use with all the different lights on it.
Yeah.
And after that, I applied a moisturizer. I went to sleep as a queen, felt it like it. Yeah.
That's wonderful to hear. Yeah. But like the most important thing about the mask is of course, like what did it do to your skin?
Yeah, so
I mean, you're shining right now.
Yeah, well, thanks. Well, honestly, I think my skin is softer right now. Normally during my ovulation, I have these pimples, but I have the feeling they're diminished.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was quite surprised actually that happened.
That's lovely to hear. I mean, you use it further and I'm quite curious to hear like your future experience, but thank you for sharing your insights on the mask.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much for using it.
If you'd like to check out FAQ 202 and other Foreo bestsellers, click the link in my description box. And don't forget to use my code Decay35 for an extra 35% off on all Foreo products. The code also applies to already discounted items, bringing the total discount up to 50%. Don't miss out on this great offer.
Let's get back to exploring.
Welcome back everybody to the Bros of Decay. I'm Leslie, behind the camera we have
Luke. Welcome back.
We are today in Japan on Hachijōjima Island and we're gonna do something different today. I never show how we find these places, and today we're gonna take you on a little tour around the island and check out all the abandoned places that we pinned for this trip. We have these new cameras and we're gonna pin them on our head and show you our journey around the island until we find a perfect abandoned place to film for you guys to show. Let's go. We're on the road again today and we're gonna film some more or search some more checks on the island. I'm pretty curious what more we can find. This is our last day on the island and it's our last chance to find some incredible traditional homes. So yeah, okay, this is the one. Still looks a little bit in use.
We speculated there might be something behind this.
That's a very small shed.
Yep.
I don't think that's something.
No, let's skip that one.
Yeah. I have some experience of driving in Japan. I mean,
You have to know a few things. Speeds are very low, you drive on the left side, and you cannot read the signs, of course, so you have to do a little bit of study before you drive here. Roads are always in very, very good conditions, comparable to the Netherlands.
Mainly because there's a lot of constructions on these roads.
Yes.
Like we keep seeing like up to 12 people like working on like a 1 by 1 meter dent in the road.
And then 4 of those 12 people are just making sure everything is safe. Look at that. That is pretty. There's a couple of more houses up here.
Yeah, so let's check that for a bit.
Nah, it's not abandoned. No.
Looks beautiful.
Beautiful house though, yeah. So we wanted to come to this place and we already spotted one that had good potential. I mean, this is the driveway. Ah. Look, the first empty house. Completely empty, but definitely abandoned. Okay, it would be a great thing if Street View also featured the inside of the house.
That will come in very handy.
It would be very handy.
House view.
Saves us a lot of time.
This is pretty high up. Must be somewhere around here. Oh, that must be it. This looks pretty abandoned. But I think it might not be worth it.
So Luke was just like going to that bando, but where I parked the car, there seems to also be something because the whole roof is gone here. It's completely collapsed on the inside. Yeah. It's not gonna be much. It looks like it has not been used in a long, long, long time. Okay, let's check out the next one.
So right now Leslie's checking out the last place on this part of the island because this part of the island is not as bountiful as we thought it would be. So if this house isn't it, then we'll move on to the next part of the island. But yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed.
It's a little shrine. Oh my god. There is a driveway though. There's something here. Yeah. There used to be a house. I see something there, yeah. It's pretty cool. Looks really, really traditional. It's been abandoned for a long time. Yeah, it doesn't really look like something that we would film. I'm gonna just take a little peek over here. This is an entrance. Oh my god. 1982. 1983. This is abandoned for 50 years. Yeah. You can tell. Oh wow. Oh, there's a shrine here. Dedication to the dead people, and then a lot of pictures of the ancestors. That is beautiful. Nice bedroom, futon mattresses over there. But yeah, it's not exactly what we're looking for. This was probably the kitchen area. A lot of the dishes still standing here. Okay, let me go back to Luke. We're gonna check a couple more places. This is a very interesting piece though, because this, what I'm seeing here, if I'm correct, was one of those traditional Japanese bathtubs. So they have a small wooden stove in here that they would heat up, and then the water in here would warm up, and then this was where they took a bath in. If you're ever in Japan, you're gonna see when you go to houses or to Airbnbs or to hotels that they have very, very small bathtubs. It's a practice. And then, yeah, they would take a bath in here. Very traditional and part of the culture. Very cool house though. I'm glad I checked it. Let's go back. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah?
Filmed for like 6 minutes there.
It's not really worth the documentary, but it was a very traditional Japanese house. It was abandoned since 1983, and I found ancestral pictures. It's really cool. Yeah.
So you want to do this or?
No.
Okay.
I think the grandma house that we had was still a little bit better.
Well, that sums it up. We're going to the next part of the island.
Yes.
Oh my god. How many places did we check today?
I don't know anymore. We went over mountains, we went through mountains.
I think like 20 to 30 places at least.
Yeah.
But finally, we just checked this one over here and it is a beautiful time capsule. It is exactly what we were looking for. That's why you should never give up. We found gold in this place. I think they lived in a wonderful place. Yeah. Look, I like this.
Oh.
But I think his fire car would be here. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. You already took a peek into this building, right?
Yes.
What was it?
It's kind of hard to tell what this function was of this building. It's completely collapsed. I do see a fridge. I do see some like traditional woodwork cabins over there with the Fusoma, I believe, or like.
But nothing really interesting for filming, right?
No, no.
Okay, so then we're gonna skip this building and just focus here on the house itself. And the house is actually still in a very good shape because it's only been abandoned recently. Let's see if the power still works. No, that has been cut off. But yeah, I am super happy that we found this place and that we can tell you the story of the people that once lived in here. Welcome inside the house of Kazutoshi and Tokio. And these were two people that lived here. And Kazutoshi was the last person who lived in this house. I hear a door. It's probably the wind. I'm getting a bit paranoid.
Yeah.
But Kazutoshi was the last person who lived in this house and who resided here. Let's look here in the entrance hall first, because he was a very accomplished man and did a lot of things in his life. First off, Luke already spotted it a moment before, but here are a bunch of different fishing rods.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that ties into this cap here. Let me check.
Watch out, there's no spiders in it.
Yeah, the Yobi field staff.
Ah, okay.
The Yobi creates the exciting fishing scene.
That's interesting. Yeah, a lot of stuff here on the floor. This was their Japanese traditional entranceway where they would put off their shoes and put on their slippers before they came into the house. But something really interesting about this entrance hall is this display cabinet here. And Japanese houses have this a lot. They have little shrines at eye height.
Oh no, that's a doll.
Yeah.
That's one he made.
What?
Maybe that's one he made.
Oh, damn! I forgot that.
Okay.
Kazutoshi was a doll maker, and I thought he would make these silly little dolls, but he actually makes these kinds of traditional dolls.
Yeah.
There's a certificate in the living room talking about his accomplishments of doll making.
Yeah, it was pretty renowned, like, judging from the certificate.
90% certain that this was his doll, that he made it himself. Traditional woman in a kimono. Beautiful. Hey, what's the date on this one, Luke? Have you looked at that yet? 2022.
2022.
August 2022. And this is a map of the island here that we're on right now.
I wonder what these red lines mean.
I have no idea. Maybe like earthquake zone or something?
Oh, like there is like 30 meters, it says. Oh well. Yeah. Maybe tsunami zone? I don't know.
If a tsunami happens, that's probably the danger zone. Yeah, let's look over here because all his clothes are still hanging in here. Kazutoshi was the last person who lived in this place. Look over here. Even his working clothes are still here.
Oh, right.
So Kazutoshi was a firefighter, and I'm curious if this was his hat that he wore. Most likely this was the hat that he wore to do his firefighting work. And we have another one over here. See, this is a green one and a white one.
Oh, they're both green.
Probably this says firefighting on here. They're both green, sorry.
No, it's fine. That one is just sunburned.
Yeah, probably. He did 30 years of service and firefighting.
Yeah.
It's incredible, right? I also see a frame back here. Oh, that's really cool.
Wow.
Of a painted landscape, probably on the island. Very beautiful.
Now, No, I didn't think so.
It's maybe Europe even.
Yeah.
It does look like Europe. Or North Japan. Because we're right now in the
Look
middle.
at these little guys.
Hey, little salamanders. Hey guys. It's chilling back there. This house blew my mind when I came to these rooms, especially this one. I mean, it looks a little bit overthrown, but we're gonna show you some aspects of this room that are gonna blow your mind. So, Kazutoshi, he was old. He had to be cared for, there's a lot of medical bills. So he slept here in the living room at the end of his life. This is like a medical bed. And you can see it's electronically controlled. You could turn on and off the light with this switch here. And yeah, he needed assistance to live here.
Yeah, we found several letters that indicated that he had some sort of sickness.
Yes, absolutely. But what it is precisely, it's very difficult to translate the Japanese signs to English, so we don't know precisely. Maybe you can tell something about this?
I think this is like a chabudai. Yeah, I mean, maybe there's a difference between like the personal shrines and Buddhist shrines, but this does look personal with
And she died in 2019 before him. So he was probably had this here to commemorate her.
Yeah, but I don't see any like, how would I say, offerings for her. I do see like some incense over here. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna put my gloves on in a bit.
Yeah, there is some incense, there is some things, and it looks like, we're not exactly sure, but this looks to us like something to commemorate his wife, Tokyo.
That's beautiful.
It's a wonderful antique piece. There's a letter in the back that we unfortunately haven't translated, so we don't know what it is precisely.
Well, it's very hard to translate too.
There's also some larger pictures of her up here. You can see her. Looks like a very lovely lady. And the guy, he looks like a very ancient picture, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. But around the room as well, you can see there are multiple awards lying around, or standing in the wall, lying around. And these say things about the doll making certificate, the firefighting. He was 30 years as a firefighter, a team leader and firefighter, and all different types of service community awards. He was a very accomplished man, and Japanese people are proud and they work hard to achieve things in their lives.
Yeah, the room is just full of it.
Yeah, it's even more than the house we filmed yesterday.
Yeah, and he was like a
Arts and crafts.
yeah, but a recognized master of arts.
Yes, and this man even has more awards than him. Okay, let's look in these sliding doors here. Oh, 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 this is where the futon mats are located. So you can see the tatami mats on the floor, and then the futons would be placed on top of there. Let's close this up.
Oh, look up there.
Yeah, carved woodwork.
Yeah, these are, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna call them like ranma. But usually it has like animal motifs, so I don't know if this has a different name for it, but like the traditional wood carvings above like shoji doors, although these are not shoji doors because they're closed.
It's interesting, yeah, we're still trying to learn how all the things in a Japanese house is called, so we will put everything on screen that we say wrong, of course, but forgive us for that. But look how fragile they are, look.
Yeah.
If you just, a lot of things in a Japanese house are extremely fragile. Like if you just push it a little bit, it will break. Oh, look over here on the wall, there's a Shinto shrine.
Yeah.
That's
pretty high up.
yeah, it's a beautiful one as well.
Yeah.
I love it. All that woodwork, it looks like something that's handmade, hand carved, and it's a traditional piece of this culture. I love that through these videos that we're making, we can give people a look into a house that they would otherwise never see in their lives.
No.
Because if you go in Japan to a hotel or an Airbnb, you will never see something like this.
No. And we learn something new every day, and I hope the viewers do as well.
Absolutely, that's the goal of this channel. We want to educate you guys, but also bring you on our adventures at the same time. I already took out this scroll here, and I just wanted to show it. There's even more awards that never got framed here in this house. These people were extremely accomplished. I don't know about Tokyo, but definitely Katsutoshi. He was extremely accomplished. I didn't read much about the woman who lived here though. We also saw this one over here.
Right. First prize in karaoke.
Look at the little man at the top.
Look how cool this thing is.
Yeah, the wings with the eagles down there. And then you can see here, I think it took place in 1987, what I read from my notes, but yeah. Karaoke, one of the biggest traditions in Japan.
Oh wait, can I ask you something? Like,
Yeah.
I saw like some cool woodwork over there, and also another one of those traditional flower, boxed flower.
Oh, this is a little shrine as well.
No, it's like a different type of art that we also found.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like in the last house, we also found lots of these.
Look at this one as well, look.
Yeah, that's the one. It's the bear catching the salmon.
Yeah. There's a
Very pretty.
bears are present in Japan, but very, very rare. And this one we also saw in
We
the other
saw
house,
exact same one.
but we didn't point it out.
We didn't point it out, but now we're suspicious.
This is probably something traditional as well, this
Yeah.
lantern. Maybe something even from the island. If anybody knows, definitely let us know. Oh, look at this. Just gonna slide it open for a moment. They have this room here at the end, and I think this would be for the grandchildren.
Yeah, it does indicate a lot of. Oh, there's a picture.
Oh, wow. That is maybe Katsutoshi with his grandson. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
with his son even. Yeah. good.
Kazutoshi and Tokyo.
Tokyo. No, that Tokyo is his wife, eh?
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's maybe his son.
Okay,
We can see up here, we have a little piggy bank.
but yeah, like over here, you cannot see so much that it would be a kid's room, but over here it indicates it with like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
And then on the back here, it's a very small room, by the way, but it's like a dedicated manga shrine.
Yeah, manga shrine. Wonderful description, Luke. Yes, everything full of that.
Okay.
Interesting, very, very interesting. I love it. So we just covered these two rooms over here, and now it's time to take a look at the kitchen of the house. It's packed. It's packed again. There's a lot of stuff in here. You can see that it's very, very lived in, and these are all the memories of when Katsutoshi lived here. Kazutoshi lived here at the end of his life. And we have the calendars here from 2022. Also, again, September 2022. Where did you see 2023,
I
Luke?
thought it was a 2023. Wait, hold up. Where is it over here?
To me, everything indicates
Yeah.
2022.
Okay, no, my bad. I was
Yeah.
probably wrong about that.
Yeah. Oh, above there is another little shrine.
Yeah.
Another little, offer to the gods, I think.
This is the first type of this kind of shrine that we've seen, or at least to us it looks
Yeah,
different.
Yeah, different
as
than the other ones.
uneducated Westerners.
White boys.
Oh, look, the clock.
It's still ticking. No way.
Oh, but it's stuck.
Oh. It's stuck at the time. It's stuck in, just like this house, it's a time capsule and stuck in time forever.
Talking about clocks, this piece looks pretty nice.
Oh, that's a beautiful one as well.
Psycho.
Seiko is a Japanese brand.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
really nice with the wood.
awesome, awesome. Hey, look,
Hey,
I did a hey, I did a lot of research on this place, and I found a lot of handwritten letters as well. Look how beautiful people back in the time wrote here in these places. There's a couple of letters in here. I don't know which one it is exactly, but one of these letters indicates and talks about Tokyo and Katsutoshi, and they were saying that they were lonely and they felt left behind and nobody really visited them. And that was very sad to read when I translated these letters. I don't know if people can read Japanese, they can definitely read this, but yeah, they were talking about being lonely, and I think that's the case for a lot of Japanese elderly people. Look at this. There's a couple more pictures here. Oh. Is that the young man we saw in the picture, but then a little bit older? He's drinking and smoking and just having a good time. Somebody playing an organ over here.
a Hammond.
Oh, wow.
With the foot pedals too.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah, then they can put the notes in there and
Yeah.
also pump it up. And here, some sort of a ceremony.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's having a good time. Ooh,
Ooh, this is probably...
drunk late night picture.
Yeah, it definitely captures the night, I hope.
Yeah. Japanese people, they love to party after working all day long. They work long hours, but once they go out, they go wild.
Yeah, and is it that they work 6 days a week, or...?
They used to. I think now the 4-day and 5-day work week is coming into society, but back in the time, people work long hours, 6 days, 12 hours sometimes. It's crazy.
Probably these people still work more
Yes.
than...
Yes, yes, absolutely. Look here on the fridge. There's also some really interesting things. And one thing I didn't really understand, it says here 2018 and 65 years old. But that doesn't really make sense to me because this is Tokyo and she was 90 at the end of her life. I don't know why it says 65 over here.
Maybe it's a friend of hers.
Could be, could be. And it looks like she's in a resting home over here.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe this card indicates more of that question, but...
Yeah. And then down here, some traditional outfits. There is some drawings of children over here, though. Definitely some children present in their life. Some grandchildren. Let me open one up. Still full of plates and cups and everything.
Doesn't look like very authentic pieces, but
No.
there probably are some in here.
I don't think these people were very rich. I think they were very normal.
Okay. Nice catch.
Thank you. Wow. All the cups and plates still in there. Where the hell did I get this from? Put this up here. Very fragile. Okay. Oh, I also want to point out the seat over here.
Oh, right.
They would definitely be sitting on the floor.
I thought this was a zabuton, but it's not. I think like a zabuton doesn't have like a backrest.
No.
It's like a pillow to sit on, but well, let us know in the comments.
It's a 4-seat. Yeah. And then they would have a small table next to it.
Yeah, oh, there is the small table.
Yeah. Right underneath here. Small table left behind. That's how they would sit and how they would enjoy their dinners.
Oh, look at that one. It looks kind of like an office chair version of that.
Oh, wow. The pink one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, let's go further in the home because it also has a backside to it. Let's show the washing area first. So the washer and dryer is still there. Sink and everything is here to the right.
Deep tub, like you see this a lot in Japanese houses.
It looks a lot like the wooden tub I saw earlier today. But then this is a modern version of the wooden tub. But then we come into their bedroom. And there's not really...
another big spider. Let me just pan it out of screen.
This is not really a typical Japanese bedroom. This is more of a Western style bedroom.
Yeah.
With a normal bed, normal in between for our normal. And the clothes are still lying on top of there. Everything is
There's
still
also something else lying on the bed.
Yeah, some, I think it's from cats or something.
Yeah, probably.
Excrement from cats. Look at this, look.
Oh, are you gonna...
Can I open it up? Wow. And then right underneath it, we saw this. And this is a Japanese game, right?
Yeah, I believe they're both Chinese. Go and Mahjong.
Oh, this is Mahjong.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
I believe so. But then there's like these bars with numbers on it. I have no idea what that is.
Looks very complicated to me.
Yeah, maybe it's a counting board for Go. I don't know.
Now we have the cabinet here.
Well, wait a minute. Look, I want to point out like...
Looks really beautiful though. All the iron work. Okay, let me open it up. Look at this. This is still full with all their stuff.
It smells.
Yeah, it still smells like them, I think.
No.
And this I also saw. This is probably a savings box, cash box.
Cash box.
Still has stuff in there, but it doesn't open up anymore.
No.
And just like the other house we saw, there's also a lot of jewelry in here that we saw. So these houses just get left behind in their entirety. There's the jewelry in here. There's also these small jewelry boxes in here. You can see little pins and everything that's left. But also these ones. Oh, beautiful, beautiful pieces of jewelry. The woman even still left here.
Yeah.
I saw this one as well. And I like this one a lot. I think this might be wedding rings even.
Oh.
This might be their wedding ring.
Might be the wedding rings, yeah.
Wow. Still left in this house after all that time. It's incredible how it's all left behind like that. Let me close that up. And then on this side, they have a sort of boudoir or dresser with all the traditional clothes in there still. Look at this.
Wow.
Very fancy
Those
clothes.
buttons look pretty nice too.
Oh yeah, let me show you. Ooh, they look like crests even. And this is a kimono even.
Well,
Or is it?
no, it's more of a modern take on it, but the print does.
Yeah, does indicate the style of a kimono, right?
Yeah.
And this looks like all the clothes from the woman still.
Oh yeah.
Tokyo. Oh, interesting. Beautiful. Let's close the door to the lives of Kazutoshi and Tokyo, two Japanese people who lived on the island of Hachijōjima. A very special life, I think they had, living on an island like this, isolated 300 kilometers from the coast of Tokyo. I really wanted to know what they were like or how they were like, but of course we will never know. At least we could give them one last dedication with a visit to their house and documenting their story forever, just like tens of millions of abandoned homes in Japan. Luke, what are your thoughts on this incredible island?
I love this island. Like, it's so small, but it has so much to see and explore, and the people are so friendly here. Like, tourism is basically zero, or international tourism is like
Almost saw no international people.
almost none. But that also brings like
Yeah.
a rural vibe,
Yeah.
and yeah, life just feels slow and easy here.
I didn't expect this though. I thought it was going to be a very touristic island, but in the end it didn't turn out at all like that. And yeah, it gave us a very raw feeling, I think, of this island. From now, we're gonna leave this island behind and we're gonna go back to mainland Tokyo, where we're gonna explore the mountains northwest of Tokyo and then make our way down over to the south of Japan. There's tens of millions of more homes to explore, and we have some really good ones coming up, so definitely stay tuned for that.